Grand rising, everyone. It is a beautiful rising today. The sun is out. I'm ready to start a brand new day. I'm excited for what's next. I'm ready to just get out here. You know, it's my day off from the plantation. So hopefully you all will join me today as I am out here running my errands and just being grateful for all the things that I have going on. Because today I am very grateful that I will be hosting my first collective build panel. What it's about. I've been talking about it here and there. And what it's about is it's going to be a panel where I have other content creators on the panel. Peace and love, Fatima, my sister. Great rising, great rising, great rising. So great to see you. Hey, Joshua, I didn't see you there. Yes, you are always first. Thank you so much. I'm just tapping in real quick at the top of this video so that this is all, make sure it's actually talked about. So if people are watching the replay, they'll be able to hear this important information. I have started a collective build, which is going to be about health and wellness, mind, sets, mental health, food addiction, fitness, wellness, finances, everything. It's going to cover so many different topics. But right now, today, I'm going to be premiering it with a healthy mindset. It's called a collective build. I get together content creators that focus around different things. And these particular content creators that are going to join me today, this is today, Saturday, April 26th at 6:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have the beautiful soul and sister creative living with Amisha. So Amisha's going to be with me. I have rooted in essential oils will be also participating. That's my little brother there. I also have the great Coach Norene. And I also have Coach Sherry. We have Mind Journey. And we can't leave out our witty sister who is very serious about health and wellness, which all of them are. They all have a tap in that. But the Lala High Vibe Coach. So I have a good little panel of people that's going to come together. We're going to talk about experiences. We're going to share a lot of information, helping people jumpstart their journey into health and wellness. Yesterday, I did a whole day of showing you different ways to fix healthy meals. Basically, I did a run, which was a jump start into this today, right? So it was to jump start today, making sure that we're on the same, wavelength, knowing that, this is what you're going to get from Queen's Alchemy. You're going to get that, that healthy jump start. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at people, taking their lives back. We want to reclaim our lives. Let's reclaim our health, reclaim our lives, okay? This is where we need to be. And so having this panel doesn't just give the perspective of how I see it as Queen's Alchemy or what I think is something that you could do or how it worked for me, but I'm going to have others share how it worked for them as well. So again, this panel is like a series. I'll probably do it once or have a gathering of the minds, and putting together some great content and information for people to use to go forward, because everybody does of everything a little differently, but they still get outcomes, right? They get great outcomes, and it's no one way to do something. Okay, so this is what I will be doing today. So that's today, April 26th at 6:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be on my channel. They all will be streaming from their channels as well. So should be able to tap in on any of those platforms. Either way, we're going to flood these YouTube streets with this health and wellness knowledge that we have going on. And if you go to my community post, please share it. Please share the post. Share, and also notify, right? Rising, Mimi. Great rising, great rising, great rising. Thank you so much for coming in today. And I'm just talking about what I got going on, what's next, what's getting ready to happen. I'm getting ready to take y'all with me into my just going to run some errands. I got some little tiny ants in my house. So I'm going to get these little ant traps so that, before it gets out of hand. So I'm getting ready to run those errands, do those things today. I thought I'd bring you along, no farmer's market today or anything like that, but definitely I will. I would love to go to the farmer's market today, but it's just not a lot. I got stuff to do at the house. I need to get stuff cleaned up. Y'all know I really only get one day off one day off that I don't do anything. And last weekend was um, a one-off, right? A one-off from the fact that, I actually had both days to myself, Friday and Saturday, which was great. It was great. So I'm reminiscing, y'all. I'm reminiscing. I got so many emails to return. I have some great lineups of collab and grows coming up the spectrum. I'm going to be also letting you know that I'm going to just tap on it a little bit, but I am going to get back to what I do love and is my therapy, is my cooking sessions where I provide, different ways to prepare your meals. Everyone knows that I do eat vegan. So I eat veganish, I should say. So I'm not vegan, but I eat veganish. And so I do prepare a lot of meals that come to me. And I think about, over time, how that looks. And yeah, I am actually really, really excited about everything that's coming up the spectrum here. And what I'm going to do is, these are just some revamps of things that I'm going to do. I don't go live as much as I have in the past. So things like that. So definitely that is what it's for. It's not really for anyone else, but I mean, definitely, I'm sure to help others, know when I'm going to be around and live and on the platform. Other thing I want to tap into is yesterday. Maybe I should go to Home Depot because Lowe's is actually pretty expensive. Y'all know what I'm saying? I'm here at Lowe's, but I'm thinking I should go to Home Depot. Um, got these sunglasses on because these allergies, baby. These allergies they're talking to me today. They talk to me every day, but in the rising, they're the worst. Anybody else out there experiencing allergies where they're really bad? Is pollen bad in your area where you're living? Um, I'm thinking I need to go. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking I need to go to Home Depot. And I think I am going to go to Home Depot. They right next to each other. Peace and love, Damo, my brother. How you doing this rising? I hope that you're having a beautiful day already. I hope that you are having a great day off, because I really hope that you are off from the plantation. Y'all, my eyes, my allergies. Come on, come on, come on. I hope you are having a great day, and I hope that you are having a day off from the plantation today. Are you off from the plantation, Damo? I am. As you see, I'm out here driving around. I'm getting ready to go. Am I going the right way? Yeah, they're right next to each other here. So I think I should be going this way, though. Yeah, because I'm getting ready to go to Home Depot. That's because I just know the prices of what I'm going to get is going to be cheaper at Home Depot. I probably could just go to Wally World, but you know what? I really don't feel like tackling the people at Wally World. And I was just at Wally World yesterday. Didn't realize I need this. I have an ant situation. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I just see little small. I mean, they're so tiny, but they got to be coming. They're so little. They're babies, so they have to be coming from a greater area. What the hell? I'm sorry. They almost hit my car. Uh, yeah, Walmart not a great deal. Actually, any of these places on a Saturday is not a great place to be, especially now that the weather has broken and people are out planting and everything like that. So I'm really just going to get some ant traps. I got little baby ants, which I know are got to be coming from somewhere. So definitely, I'm gonna yeah. So the Home Depot is right here. It's funny how they put them all together. I'm so glad you are off today, my brother. I'm so happy for you. I am so happy. I'm so happy at anybody that's off from work. Yeah, off today. Thanks. I'm thinking about clocking on for a little bit though. I'm glad you're off and having a good one so far. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. You talking about you thinking about clocking on. Are you like a workaholic or something? Like, who the hell wants to go to work on their day off? No. Mm-mm. No. Demo. Demo, my brother. You're going to make me have a situation over here. Make me feel some type of way. Going to work on your day off. Yeah, well, I don't have the big ones. Oh, I'm so glad you said that, Damo. I'm gonna get some home defense too and put it at my. Usually, I do that every year, but I just moved into this place. I'm kind of off kilter with what I'm doing. I'm familiar with what my previous home required. I put up the home defense. Matter of fact, I think I got some in the shed. I think I got some. I think I have some. I think I don't have to buy any because I think I have some. But I, I used to always put it like at my doors, my window sills, things like that, because it works. Home defense, it works. It works. It really, really works. You absolutely right. Thank you so much, brother, for saying that. I think I got some, but I'm just gonna get a small one just in case, because I got a very small place now than what I had previously. Um, I do not like parking by cars. Ain't that crazy? People just they wild. They don't know how to drive. My own grandson, um, yes, it does. My own grandson dinged my car. It's a doggone shame. I always I'm always ready for y'all when I go live. I go live to I just start going live thinking, oh, this is like a substitute for content in a way, but really it's not, because once you go live, sometimes you're on here 3-4 hours. Nobody's coming back really to watch that content. You know what I mean? So it's really not a substitute for your original content. I know, Damo, because it's crazy. People don't know how to drive. Let me drink me some water before I go in here real quick. Y'all know what I'm drinking. Coconut water. Water from the coconut. I'm having water from the coconut. I didn't fix me no tea this rising. When I'm dealing with my grandchildren, whew, I tell you, it's just a whole nother thing. Guess what I did learn about coconut water yesterday? I was just doing some research on some things because I'm getting ready to do this. I don't know if you know, but I'm getting ready to do this panel today. So I've been researching a lot of things that I've been doing. I know a lot of things play a part in how my health and wellness show up, but I researched and I found out that coconut water lowers your blood pressure. So this is some things that I just wanted to make sure I could tap into some things. But make sure you, Damon, I don't know if you heard, but today at 6:22 p.m. I'm going to be doing a collective build. It's a panel. I got quite a few. I got 6 other content creators that will be joining me on the panel today, where we'll be talking about some health and wellness things, different ways to get your mindset together. A lot of different. It's called a healthy mindset. So if you haven't seen my post, would you, if you would kindly share the post on your channel so we can get this out there. Definitely want to see that we can start to heal, especially within our community. You know what I mean? But I wanted to show y'all really quick how my grandson, yeah, peace and love. Who is that? Peace and love, Brett. Peace and love. I'm out here getting ready to go into Home Depot. I came in this way. I know I shouldn't have came this way because I'm probably the ant traps is probably not even over here. But y'all know I love me some flowers, so I came in this way just to see. I just bought me a new baby yesterday. I got me a new baby. It is so beautiful. I cannot wait to share that with y'all. Now, when y'all all know, y'all seen my video. My place of peace is in my garden and in my space that I created. And I'm like, I can't overcrowd it because it just be too many more flowers than it is a place to sit, right? Peace and love, Britt. uh, awesome, Damo. And if you would share it on your community post, that would be great too. You just go to my post, I have it there, and just share it for me too. I would appreciate it so much. Britt, I was just mentioning it. I'm doing a collective build today. It's based around health and wellness, tapping into your mindset, getting things to getting your mind in a place to for health and wellness. People sharing their stories. I have a panel of 6 content creators that will be. I got a panel of content creators that will be joining me. That will be talking about our own experiences and giving ways and tips on how it will help others. I have promoted it in the past on probably on every live, but I didn't start at the top of the live and I wasn't continuously, but it's today at 6:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be on there and I'll be streaming it. I did give the lineup of who it is, but if you just go to my community post, I have a great lineup of people. I have Rooted in Essential Oils, Coach Norene, Mindset Journey. I have Lala, the High Vibe Coach. I have Coach Sherry. Um, I have Creative Living with Amisha. I think I said Coach Norene. I got quite a few, right? I got 6 of them that will be with me, and of course, including myself. But I just want to show y'all. This is so beautiful. I love this. I just love it. I just love it, y'all. Y'all know I love this. This is my thing. Look at this. They got the yellow bell peppers, all of this. I have all of this planted right now in my garden. I have cabbages, everything, y'all. I can't wait to see what happens. So I'm exactly happy about that. Yes. So with that being said, though, I'm getting ready to go in here to Home Depot because I came this way, like I said, because y'all know I love me some flowers. And this is just as good as coming. It's not. It ain't. I ain't gonna say it's just as good as going to the farmer's market because that's a lie. So I ain't gonna even sit up here and lie on no rising on a Saturday talking about this is just as good as going to the farmer's market because it ain't nowhere near as good as going to the farmer's market. But it's nice. They got a lot of variety here. Look at these beautiful flowers. Orange is my favorite color. These are so beautiful, but they're annuals, so um, they won't come back. I try to get perennials because that's important to me, you know. So y'all look at this. Look at these. Look at that. That pretty. That's pretty. Those are pretty. That's pretty. I love that. I love the way that look. But let me see here. Um, hey, I'm glad you stopped in. I'm glad you're here. Make sure if you would though, Britt, before you leave, if you tap into my post on the on my community post. Oh my God, y'all, and share the post to your page. Look at this, y'all. See, this is why I come through here. Look at that boy. Now, if that was in my yard, it'd be overpowering the yard because it's bigger than the doggone yard. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It is gorgeous. I'm just curious what they would want for something like that. Here go one over here that fell over. Look how pretty that is, y'all. Here go one that fell over. Let me see. Ain't no price on here. I can't see the price. I should be like, this one is kind of torn up. Look at it. That's crazy. I cannot see. Look at the root on this. I mean the stem on this. It's so big. I love these too. I wish I knew the price on that because I'm just curious, y'all. Yeah, it does. I wonder if they give it to me for a cheap price. I wish you could see the price on here because these are. Um, oh wait a minute, I think I can see it, y'all. Wait a minute, what this say? Oh, it's $70. It's $70. Oh, I love these flowers too, y'all. I love these. These are my um. Dang, I can't think of not petunias. They're called hydrangeas. Hydrangeas. Like they're beautiful. Look at woo. These are most beautiful. And when they have water on the petals and everything, they glitter. Look, you can see it right there. Look at that. It looks like looks like um someone has glitter, like someone sprinkled glitter on them. Look at that. See? They're so pretty. They are so pretty. Yeah. See, this is why I myself, yeah, what I mean, I just don't first of all, how the heck would I even get that bad boy home? I do have a big vehicle, but that's not a bad price though. It's not a bad price at all. Let me see how much they want for these hydrangeas. These hydrangeas are beautiful, y'all. When I say they are beautiful, they are. They want $17 for 5 hydrangeas. They're so pretty. I'm so tempted to put them in my front yard. I am. I think they're partly shade. Look at me. See, I can't even just focus. I shouldn't. I came this way because I just wanted to look, but now here I am talking about spending some money. Um, I think. Oh, and also hydrangeas come back every year, so that's the beauty in that. Oh, partly sun, so that's good because the front of my house, great rising, great rising. Hey, rising Phoenix, my sister. Okay, so I got something to tell you, Rising. Are you still there? Are you still there, Rising Phoenix? I got something to tell you that happened when I was on your post. Are you still there before I start telling the story? When I was on your watching your live the other day. I mean, I think you were live. I watched its content, so I don't know if you were live or not live. Okay, so you here. Okay, so look at this. So I'm watching your video. It's the one where you were walking, and I was like, "Hey, girl, get that exercise in." I think you might have saw that. Well, on that video, I started talking about the funnel cakes because you was like, "Anybody want some funnel cakes?" And I was like, "Yeah, they used to call them elephant ears." When I was growing up, I always loved some elephant ears. Um, and so by this time, before I knew it, I'm on your post. I'm posting on your post. I mean on your video. Can you hear me? Y'all hear me? Because I mean maybe it's a delay in me getting it back. But I'm posting on your video, and my daughter sends me a text says, "Ooh, I want a funnel cake. Where do I find a no where worries? Where do I find where you find a funnel cake at?" And I was like, "What?" Okay, so that's crazy that you didn't see that because I'm trying to figure out how did it get on a text message to my daughter when I'm literally not even communicating with my daughter. I have not pulled up a text message to my daughter. I have not even communicated with her on any level for that day at all. And literally she responded and I saw the text message come up, and so I clicked the text because you know how it pop up in the little thing, so I just click it, and she was like, "Ooh, elephant ear." No, she said, "Ooh, funnel cakes, I want one. Where you getting them from?" And I was like, "Why is she saying that? That's weird. How does she even know I said that?" That's some weird stuff, y'all. And I don't care what nobody say, because that blew my mind. Like, so I went back to your post, and I literally seen where I actually typed it on your channel. So if you don't see it now, that's kind of weird too. But how did it send my daughter a text message when I didn't create one? Now I got one more thing for y'all to tell y'all. There's some odd stuff happening right now. Watch this. So, um, let me see where I'm at. Make sure I'm not just walking around in circles. So, um, hold on one second. Let me ask them where this at. Excuse me. Do you know where the ant traps are? 50? Thank you. Okay, so um yeah, yeah. So but it was literally a message there that said it to her too. And the message was on your channel too. So I don't know. Now, I wake up this rising and I'm chilling and I decide to um I'll 50. I decided to, I grab the phone, like we do. And I go on there. The first thing pop up is something from Rising 25234, right? I don't know if anybody know who that is, but I click on it and she says her video is probably like 2.5 minutes long, and she says, "I want to let y'all know something weird is going on because she says because I went into my photos today and there were photos in there that I did not take, and photos of people that I do not know." And I was like, "What?" So she goes on to explain like something is happening, and she was like, "I don't know if I'm feeling this AI stuff because I feel like they trying to take over, because I know if y'all know who she is, y'all know how she think, right?" Okay. So at the same time, it made me think about what happened when I was on Rising Phoenix's video the other day. How that text message got to my daughter and also was the on there. But now you saying you didn't see the message, but I saw the message. So peace and love, new views, new heights. How you doing, Navy? All right. So now watch this. So when I go to tell her, like, yeah, it's something going on, I type out this whole message telling her the same thing I just told y'all on her post. And when I go to hit send, it says error. So I said, oh, well, let me take it out. So I cut it, pulled it out, went out the post, came back into the post, hit the thing to hit the post, to post it. It said error. Then I go and I post, hey, sis, how are you today? Liking your post, and it goes through. Go to tap my thing again, post it and paste it back in there to send it after that, and it won't go through. It will not allow me to tell her what happened to me. I don't care. Y'all might be like, Queen is tripping, but I ain't tripping. Like this is no freaking joke, y'all. This is some craziness. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. See, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I'm saying. Wow, exactly. Exactly. Oh yeah, y'all got big ants. Look at these little tiny baby ants. Look at them jumping all over the place. He said it was in aisle 50. So this is aisle 42. Okay, so this is weird because it's going the opposite direction. This is aisle 42, y'all. I ain't trying to be, but I just wanted to share that with y'all because that's some craziness. Um, yeah, and they really trying hard to have us embrace the AI. I was really against AI all along. I was really against it, and I want to say embracing it to the extent of I use it to my advantage, right? I use AI when I need to, because AI will dumb you down. So if you're using things like Chat GPT to create your content, okay, hold on a minute. Excuse me. Oh, because he told me aisle 50, and I'm in 49. Where's aisle 50? Excuse me. Where's the ant traps at? Ant traps. Straight back into the wall. Okay, so the back wall is 50. Yeah. See that door there? Yeah. It should be on that wall right there. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so Yeah, AI, but AI, like I said, I use it to my advantage, but it will have us thinking. Are you talking about the one from Chip Losoff? Uh, yeah, he uses it quite a bit. So does a lot of people. They use it to their, like I said, to their advantage. But you can't use it to the extent that it causes you to be dumbed down and you can't even create your own thoughts. Now you do have to feed AI or Chat GPT that information in order for it to give you something back. But it also creates new thoughts of your thoughts, right? So you put something in there, the next thing you know, there, next thing you know, it's giving you a whole new thought process. So you have to be careful. It's recreating what you say. So you can put it in there. You can put it into GPT that you thinking about. Um, I'm thinking about creating a video about stars, moons, and the sun. Can you? And I want to do this, and I want to do that. Like you give it the whole breakdown. Can you just put it in a order where it's organized for me, so I can be able to and put it in bullet points? Then it comes back or bullet point it or put it into an outline, right? Um, okay, peace and love, Rising Phoenix. Thank you for being here. And you can say that, right? To it, and then it'll turn around and give you. You ask for an outline, which means you just want some bullet points or some topics. Your topics and a few bullet points put there so that you can just to organize it. That's all I usually do for organization, so I don't have to write it out and put it in or that. It's right there because I can create my own thoughts as long as I have the prompts, right? So if I have something that prompts me, I can create my thought from the prompt because it's already my thought. Me saying I want to talk about the moon, stars, and uh, things is great, but for me, for it to give me to revamp my whole thought process, I don't want it to do that. So in return, because we'll all be walking around here talking and sounding the same. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If we all start using Chat GPT, put our thoughts in there, and it gives us back our thoughts the way that they think that we should say it, or how we think that we should put it and organize the thought process, we'll start all thinking and being and doing like Chat GPT or like AI is created for us. So we have to be careful how we use these tools because, yes, Damo, it is a powerful tool and you can ask it to do anything and it will do it. You can ask it about anything and it will give you the information. So I typically be careful what I ask it to do because I don't want it to become my original thoughts. I don't want to become dumbed down by using this AI tool. You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and it knows me, right? So when it pulls something up, if I say I want to I said I want to create a post about my upcoming whatever. It's about this, and this. Can you go ahead and create me a post for this, whatever? And so it'll come back. And so when I read it, it sounds just like me. Why does it sound like me? Because it has learned who I am and how I speak and what I think and how I think. Just like when you get comments on your videos and they give you suggestions. Did you realize that the suggestions on those videos come back to sound like you? If you're a person who says, I say sister and brother all the time. I say peace and love all the time. I say, when I'm like, if somebody's new, I'd be like, welcome to the tribe. Or I'll say, I hope you love it over here. Make sure you check out my whole channel. These are things that I have said. And now all I have to do, I can read the message. Someone says, hey, new to your channel, came over to support and whatever. And I'd be like, and if it's a woman, it'll say, peace and love, sister. Welcome to the tribe. Blah, blah. Without me even a thought. Without even a thought. It's exactly what I would say to the person. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I'm over here with these ant traps, y'all. So let me get these ant traps because they probably looking at me at Home Depot like, what the hell is she even talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is she even talking about? Y'all see my eyes? They shot. I hope they get better before tonight when I get ready to go live. They got this home defense here. Oh my gosh, how much is this one? They only got one. They got one on the shelf. Ah, okay. It's gonna start doing that though. It's gonna start doing that. Demo. It's gonna start being like, hey, Queen, y'all. It's buy one, get one. It's not buy one, get one here. The bigger bottle here, it says refill. Refill bottle is $21, which is really, really weird. Because why wouldn't you, instead of buying a refill bottle, why wouldn't you just buy the other one for $17? This one's $6.49. So I'm gonna try with the small one because I do think I have one at the house, but just in case I don't, I'll have it. Right? I'll have it. But let me look at these traps. Let me see about these traps here. Oh, here they go. Okay, so this is fly, ant bait, liquid stats, ant killers. Oh, I hate the word kill. I don't really, I just don't like the ants in my house, but I don't like killing insects and stuff like that. I just don't, I don't know. I don't like killing bees. I know they got a purpose. The ants have a purpose. I don't like messing with worms. Anything that's outside, when it's outside, y'all, that's their home. So leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave the leave them alone. That's where they live. You out there having a barbecue in their space. Understand that. It's a shared space with us, right? We share the space. But why you gotta kill it? Shoo it away. Have a conversation with it. Don't show no fear because it's gonna attack you. Whatever it is, it's gonna attack you. Right? So I came with the situation of the ants, the red ants here in North Carolina, right? Um, in North Carolina, they got red ants, like in the red dirt. So the red ants are said to be fire ants. Those ants, when I was cutting my grass one time, I decided to go right over the ant hill because I was like, I mean, this all what's going, what is it gonna do? Well, it showed me what it's gonna do because when you're pushing the lawnmower and you're walking, those bad boys climbed up my leg. They ate me up. They ate me up because I messed with their ant hill. So understand they on defense mode. So while you trying to do something to them, you need to understand that they trying to live where they live. They trying to live where they live. That's their home. That's not your home. That's not your home. You messing with what they do. That's like somebody coming on your job trying to tell you what to do at your job when you know what your job is. Or somebody coming in your house telling you not to do that and then come through and destroy it. It ain't no different. Think about this. Now y'all gonna be tripping on me, but this ain't no different than the Oklahoma. Um, is it Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, where they came through and destroyed Black Wall Street. Follow what I'm trying to say? Y'all coming in and destroying their homes. You're coming in and you're destroying their habitat. We already destroying the earth. We're destroying the earth for sure. All this plastic and stuff, man, it's just horrible. I'm sorry, I am a huge person for nature. I think nature is the reason that we even can even exist. I mean, we get our oxygen from the trees, you know, so oh yeah, but I learned my lesson. I'll never run over a ant hill again because I didn't think about the fact that it was some freaking ants in the hill. I'm just thinking, oh, look at that little burrow of anthill. And then I didn't even know that it was a whole red ants. I knew nothing because I moved here. I ain't never seen red ants before. I ain't never even seen red ants before, to be honest. I've seen red dirt, but I ain't never seen red ants. So anyway, so let me get these. Let's see, these right here. This one says it kills household ants. You get six bait stations. This should be enough for $5.97. If it's not, I'll be getting a different one, but for sure. I'm gonna go out here and buy it going out the door because I don't wanna. I'm get caught up in this place. Y'all know I'll be sitting up here doing whatever. But y'all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the, you know, I don't know if y'all seen my video or my live where I actually talked to the bees and um, I let them know that this is going to be my space right here. There's plenty of space out here for everyone and everything and every being. And I just, just stay clear of this space. You don't have to build your nest over here. You don't have to do any of that. We just ask that you be, mindful of my, oh, I probably should have went the other way. But I ask them to be mindful of their, please be mindful that I'm here and I'm in this space and just let it be. So guess what happened? Who is that? Is that hey, hey Princess? How you doing? Uh he says, I'm glad we don't have them that is known of. Yeah. I mean they just like they're very they're in the red dirt. The red ants are in the red dirt. Like they're there. Like I didn't know that though. I had no you couldn't have paid me to believe that that was a thing. I didn't know that. So um what I was saying is I was talking to the bees and I don't have any bees come through. I had a conversation with the wasp the other day. And I'm beautiful, sis. I'm beautiful. I'm out here getting some stuff for my aunts in the house. Um, I got little tiny, tiny, tiny baby ants. So I just, I really wish they weren't in this house. I respect nature for where nature's supposed to be. Just in my house is just not where they're supposed to be, and they can become like annoying and kind of pest-like. So I'm not good with nothing that comes on the inside of my home. But anything that's outside, you go then. You go then, because that's the space where you're supposed to be. People get upset with flies. Well, flies has a purpose too. Everything has a purpose. You got to know that. They want to shoot the flies. You the one outside cooking the good food. You cooking the food on the grill. And you trying to shoot the flies away. Shoot flies, shoot flies, shoot. But they don't. They want to eat too. They want some barbecue. You know. Speaking of that, y'all, I'm about to get me coming up for hopefully probably around either um, mid-May, and I may very well do it as the May 21st, whatever weekend falls around May 21st. I'm probably going to end up grilling, and so I'm going to buy me a Blackstone. I'm in my new place where I'm at. I don't have any. Yep, shoot fly, shoot. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly. But I'm gonna get me a Blackstone because I don't have a grill. I love to grill, and so I'll be bringing y'all on some of those excursions too when I grill because that is definitely my jam for sure, for sure, for sure. Y'all, I love to grill. I love to be outside. Oh, thank you. I love to be outside, and it's just what I enjoy. That's a bar. Hey, now you're gonna have me thinking I'm up here rapping out some stuff. I got some bars. Ow, ow. Yeah, y'all, but I'm definitely gonna be doing that. And the reason I say around April 20, May 21st, that's my late husband's birthday. Also, my grandson was born May 15th. So in between those two things, I plan on celebrating, grilling, enjoying myself, setting up a time where I can, you know, celebrate him in remembrance of him. I mean, he loved a good barbecue, a good party. So definitely we're gonna send it up for him. Also, while celebrating my grandson. How you doing? Same time. Hey, how you doing? Oh, that's wonderful. All right, that's not bad. If I could, did it take? Oh, oh, tap. Yeah. All right, I'm loving your energy today. She got some great energy, y'all. All right, I appreciate you. You have a beautiful day. You too. She got some. So, also, I want to share something. As soon as I clear this space right here, I'm going to share something with you. So, I'm sitting here and, like, it's a line of people, but there's people walking out of the store. So, it makes me wonder how much stuff gets stolen from Home Depot because these people are walking out the store with the buggy. They got dirt on the bottom of their buggy. They got flowers. I'm not saying that they stole it. What I am saying is that I can't remember where I parked. Oh, I parked way because I didn't want to be over here. Um, I'm not saying that they stole it, but what I'm saying is when I peeped this, because they walked right past me at the cashiers with a buggy full of flowers and dirt on the bottom of on the buggy and headed straight out the thing to the car, just walking. Nobody stopped them. Nobody asked any questions. You know, where's your receipt or anything? So it makes me wonder, like, I mean, I hate when somebody asks me for my damn receipt, but at the same time, they didn't look like me. So you get what I'm trying to say? And maybe y'all don't get what I'm trying to say. They didn't look like me. And with that being said, I'm thinking, huh, you just can walk out of here with the stuff right there on your buggy and never even pay for it. I just don't know. With that being said, y'all know, again, one more time for the people in the back that didn't hear what I said about, and I want to thank you, Britt. I did see that you shared the post. Thank you so much for sharing it. I appreciate it. Prim, I don't know if you're still here, but this evening around 6:22, if you're available, I will be live on with the panel. It's called The Collective Build. It's a healthy mindset. I have a panel of content creators that I have on the panel with me. We're going to be talking about our experiences. We're going to be going through some health and wellness mindset. They're going to talk about their experiences. I'm going to talk about my experiences. We're going to go through and we're going to have a discussion. We're going to do questions and answers to the chat. It's going to be really cool. Like, it's my vision for this is big, and I definitely want it to grow. This is something that has been on my spirit to do and to start. And when I started connecting with like-minded people who actually practice, you know, things that are good for their health, I wanted this to be something that we could, that we can, that we could do, right? That we can do to help others through their health journey and be like a guide, something that you can come back to. showing different ways that other people show up. They show up in their health journey because everybody don't do it the same. So this kind of gives you a look. You're not looking at just the way that Queen do it or just the way that Coach do it. Speaking of Coach, we're gonna have Coach Norene. We're gonna have Rooted in Essential Oils. We're gonna have Lala, the Lala High Vibe Coach. I mean, I don't even know if if y'all not tapping in with Creative Living by Amisha, you're probably missing out because she's going through a whole, she's doing a whole, as she learns, she's sharing. And so she's doing a whole like series kind of on holistic healing, herbs, apothecary, all of that. So she's gonna bring some different things to the table today too. So I mean, we got some great lineup here. I got a mindset journey, my mindset journey. I got mind journey. I got I said rooted. Who else? Oh, I got Coach Sherry. And so all these people, I mean, I reached out to quite a few different people who I felt like could bring something to the table based on the stories that I've heard about their situations, right? So definitely that. I cannot wait. I am very, very excited. Hey there, my sister. Yes, I Cherish Church. How you doing? How you doing? Yes. I love I Cherish Church because we definitely connected on a lot of similarities. So I appreciate you, sis. Thank you for tapping in today. I was just sharing with you, with everyone that I'm doing a collab today. Please make sure. Also, Prim, if you would go to your I know that's right, sis. I know that's right. Because I'm guess what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some health and wellness. You one thing for sure, you tap in when I'm talking like this. You always tap in. I Cherish. You do, you do. So if you would, Prem, though, I have a post on my community post. Would you please share it out to your community and you know hopefully we can get some people to tap in. And so what I was sharing was that I'm doing a collab today with a collective build with some other content creators on some health and wellness uh, things that we're going to take a look at it in some different ways. I don't want to keep repeating it because I'm going to sound like a broken record, but spirit led, spirit fed. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna throw that in with my bars, Pram. I'm gonna be like, what did I say earlier? I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of it. I'm gonna be like, they want to eat too. They want some barbecue. Spirit led, spirit fed. That's how we showing up here. I just killed it, but that was hey. I'm gonna be up here uh rapping in a minute. Uh yes. So also I just wanted to share too. I didn't share this with I did share early, very, very early on the live, but just to bring it back up again, I am going to get back into my cooking on my channel, posting out, the meals and creating things. Drop the bar. So that's your bar, but I'm about to use it. Spirit led and spirit fed. I love it. Um, I'm gonna start cooking again, y'all, because I really enjoy it. It's therapeutic for me, and it also was part of my content in my early days. And when I did my stream yesterday, where I streamed the I don't know if y'all see it. It's called "I Like It Raw." Don't judge me. Fresh, bold, and unapologetically vegan. So that video there, not only when it streamed did it get a lot of attention, which I absolutely love that people enjoy, that kind of food, but it also, after it posted, got a lot of attention. It said after posted, it was crazy because it went off. I probably took it off about 10 something last night by mistake. I don't even know how it ended. Oh, that's another one of those things that happened, y'all. Because I know that some of y'all was in here when I was telling the AI story or the story that happened. What happened? I don't know whether it's AI or not. But I went upstairs, get my grandbabies ready for bed around 10 o'clock. We were getting ready to get into bed. I was, giving cleanups and cleaning them up, getting them in the pajamas and everything. And I got my video running on my phone because that's how I was responding to people when they would come into the chat, because I had it running on my phone, under me as my name, under me. And all of a sudden it says Queen's Alchemy Live has ended. And I'm like, how did that happen? I didn't end it. So I go run downstairs because that's where my laptop at. And I look and it says it's ended, but I don't know what happened. I didn't end it. I went to bed, but I didn't end the live. I was going to bed, but I didn't end the live. I wasn't going to end the live till midnight. So that was kind of weird that happened too. So that was another weird thing that took place. But anyway, so it ended. I know I'll be jumping off of, so forgive me. My sister told me that I disrupt thought. Let me tell you can tap in and tell me that you can still hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. It said that my phone overheated. So I turned on the air and took the case off of it. I have it on my dashboard. There's no sun coming in. Again, as soon as I start talking about the AI, it starts doing something weird. I don't know. They don't want you talking about it, I guess. That's really, really weird that it did that. But what I was saying was, I apologize for going all over the world to come back to tell you something that I was going to say anyway, instead of just saying it. My sister said that drives her crazy because it disrupts the thought process. Hey, thank you, Britt, for sticking in with me, because that is crazy, right? But I apologize for that. And I am out here today getting some ant traps at the Home Depot. Kendi K, thank you for joining. Kendi K all day. Congratulations again on those 500 subscribers. You over 500 now. I seen you. I was there. I sent my peoples over. My cousin Janelle was number 500. She called me last night and was like, she's like, I like her channel. I was like, yeah. She's like, you usually ask me to do, she be like, you ask me to go help out people all the time. I don't mind doing that, whatever, tapping in and helping people. She's like, because you connect with good people anyway. She said, but I really like her channel. She is so nice and so sweet. Yes, yes. Uh, Supreme, you so crazy. Peace and love, brother. Peace and love. I just had a phone overheating. But what I was trying to say was, before I was rudely interrupted, and I was actually I'm off the subject. So just to kind of retract y'all. I definitely will. She's now a sub, so she'll probably be over there. She watched some of your content. She's not a commenter though. She's not a commenter. She did comment yesterday to say that she was number 500 on your live. Her name is My Health, My Wealth. But her actual name is Janelle. But yeah, so definitely. Peace and love, my brother. I appreciate you stopping in and doing so. As I was mentioning to you, Kendi K, I'm out here getting some stuff to get ready to bait up the house. Because I got some little tiny ants. I mean, super tiny. You have to watch the replay for me to tell you about, how I feel about nature and messing with nature and killing ants and things like that. But I'm not really down with it, but it is what it is. Also, because they in my space. When I'm in their space, I'm not gonna kill an ant on the ground just because, you know what I mean? So that's just because that's their habitat. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But what I was talking about is that I'm gonna get back to doing content with the food that like I cook. I cook all the time. I did that. I ran my live yesterday, the live stream, and it just made me remember that that's first of all, it's therapeutic. Second of all, I enjoyed it, and a lot of people enjoyed it. Right? Um, don't be spraying the ants outside. They outside for a reason. They outside. They not bothering you. Don't be killing them ants now. But I see how I get off kilter. You see how I did that again. I did it again. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna get back to that kind of content. It also was a great precursor to the upcoming event today, which is a collab with Collective Build with 6 content creators that we're gonna get on here talking about some health and wellness for sure. We're going to gather in and talk about that, talk about our experience. It's called a healthy mindset, so make sure you tap in. But that was a great precursor. I said I'm going to get into doing that again as far as cooking on my channel because that's kind of my thing. It's my therapy. I enjoy doing it. I like being creative and creating things. Kind of why I've done 2 collabs with Chef Hit Dice. He does his thing, I do my thing, but just to show you that you have options. Same thing with this. Same thing with the Collective Build. You have options on how you take care of yourself. The health and wellness of your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit. This is what this is about. So it's a big um, it's a big thing to me. It's one of my babies. It's definitely something that was led to me. I Cherish Church was just in here, and she was like, spirit led, spirit fed. I love it because I'm going with the spirit of what was given to me to do, and I'm going to do this. Also, the spirit was given back to me. Given to me to go ahead and continue to cook on my channel. I'll be doing some different things. I'm taking my channel in different directions. I'm close to monetization here, and on the rest team, oh, I'm missing it. Yes, that playlist was great. I did well. That's why I kind of started talking about it because I did really well. That playlist, I did pretty good because actually I didn't do as well as I thought I would do as far as it being a restream. Because typically my restreams, I usually get nothing less than 50 watch hours on that. I did get less than 50 watch hours. I got like 38 watch hours from that, and it ran about 10 hours, which is, for me, low. But at the same time, and it was a goal to do that, but it was also, like I said, a precursor into what I'm looking to do here as far as this collective build. And um, after it posted as not alive, I did really well there, like through last night till this rising. Um, I gained 2 subscribers through the last night. 10 o'clock last night, I got 2 subscribers from it, as well as 6 watch hours overnight, overnight, overnight. So I don't know if this people was just watching, or I got people that's just doing they at the same time. Hey, Lily, peace and love, peace and love. Whatever it is, I do appreciate it. I am very grateful. I'm grateful for that. I was on Elevated's channel today, and I mean, not today. Was it today? Was it today or last night? One of them. I go through and I randomly, people I haven't seen or I don't, connect with. I typically randomly I go to the channel because I'm like, well, where'd they go? They used to always be present. I haven't seen them, and their stuff is not popping up in my feed anymore. I don't know why that does that. I have no idea why it changes like that. I hate when that happens because it's mindful to me to be able say, oh, got to refer to such channel. I mean, unless we sit down and write out a list, we're not probably going to show up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you live, I might be able to tap into you because I might see the live notification. Might. But when you posting content and it's not feeding to me, and I have a group of, I couldn't even tell you how many people in my tribe. I have my ride or dies. I look at every time I come on live, I have the same amount of people that come through. It's usually the same ones, right? Um, exactly, Supreme. It'd be the same ones, the same way, and they show up and do the same. So you think, what happened to such and such? I ain't seen them in a minute, but you only haven't seen them because you have, at the same time, you used to see them in your feed, and then now you don't see them. So now you think, oh, where'd they go? But they still there, and they're actually still producing content. When I went to Elevator's page, it said he just posted something a day ago. I didn't get that. And then in 2 days ago prior to that, and 3 days ago prior to that, I didn't see any of those. And so that kind of pissed me off in the way of saying that, dang, it seemed like, why is it that sometimes their stuff is right there in my face? I used to get Supreme stuff. I used to get Kendi K. Never, ever. If I come over to your channels because I'd be like, oh, let me go see what Lily got going on. Never get anything. See, that's what I'm saying. Something is, I don't know. I guess maybe we don't understand the algorithm. I was listening to Roberto Blake last night, actually, on the way to bed, but that was for something else. I'm trying to figure out some stuff. So, and he got some great insight. So I was trying to figure out some stuff. But I was listening to him, and he was telling you that YouTube's algorithm, we think that the algorithm is one way, but the algorithm is really based on how things flow, not based on you're not going to pinpoint it. You're not going to pinpoint the algorithm. You're not going to do it. It's impossible to do. You get what I'm trying to say? Peace and love, my brother Zoe. Yep, he is the truth. And I'm telling you, when you talked about him on your channel, Supreme, but before you talked about him on your channel, I was already hooked to the brother. Definitely already hooked to the brother because that was one of the people that I watched back in the day when I first came on YouTube. He used to be, he used to always have, and I wonder how he get that to happen. I'll be watching something about something else, and the next suggested video would be Roberto Blake, and I wasn't even subscribed to him. I didn't subscribe to him until you were talking about him recently, Supreme. I wasn't even subscribed to him. I just used to watch his content because it always popped up on his own. I never even was ever subscribed to him. I just recently subscribed to him, so that's crazy. But he will always, and I want to know, how do you get to be that person? How do you get to be the person's content that pop up after somebody watches the video and they got that sucker on autoplay and it's all your videos that continue to play after that? Because I'll fall asleep on Roberto Blake and wake up on Roberto Blake. And I hadn't even, I mean, I'll fall asleep and Roberto Blake will be then came on, but I didn't sleep all night and Roberto Blake been playing, because when I go back to my watch history, it shows several videos of his. You get what I'm saying? That's some craziness. That is crazy, y'all. So I don't know how. And you know what else is crazy? Is that it's it ain't even hot outside, and I don't understand how my phone is constantly getting hot. It's not hot outside. I mean, it's hot, but it's not. 10K watch hours in 1 week. So basically, watch hours, people think watch hours are not important, but they're really important because it keeps you in the monetization zone. You get what I'm saying? So you're doing well, Supreme. You're not even 1 year in, and you got all those watch hours. I know they'll fall off eventually, but if you keep doing what you're doing and continuously growing your watch hours, you're probably not going to run out for a minute. And the reason I say that is, give me a second, I'm about to sneeze. Sure, excuse me. The reason I said that is because I had Stephanie. Um, excuse me. I had Stephanie on my channel on the Collab and Grow, and one of the questions I asked was because she had a monetized channel. Her channel was monetized, and it wasn't until about 2 years later when she stopped posting and stopped being active on it and everything, and it stayed monetized. She said she was still getting checks, but they got very small because she wasn't active or whatever. She still got checks and things like that, but small amounts. And then she said it wasn't until she got a letter that said that she was um oh wow, that's crazy, Supreme. Now that you monetized and everything, it went way down. That's crazy. But she was saying that it was almost 2 years when she got a letter that said that she was demonetized for basically inactivity, no watch hours. So her watch hours carried her after being inactive for over a year, almost a year and a half. So that's, to me, people are still watching your content. And so even if you're not creating, you're still getting paid until you're not getting paid. You get what I'm saying? So this it's a truly, you got to figure this out, because if you in it to win it, you need to know when you're supposed to be paid, when to ask the questions, what you're supposed to have, what you're not supposed to have. And that's why I'm really getting uber focused, because I realized when I was going live every day, my watch hours were off the hook. In the last 28 days, it would be like you got 1,100 watch hours in the last 28 days. It kept saying that. Now that I don't go live every day, it says I have 700. And so that's a huge difference. Also, my subscriber count, that when I was going live every day, for the whole month of March, my subscriber count, I got 189 subscribers in the month of March. 189 subscribers in the month of March. This month is almost over, and I've only gotten 106. I went from February 11th, where I had 400 subscribers, to today, where I have 766, which is only not even 2 full months. That's not bad, but for me, I need to figure out the system. I don't want to have to go so hard. That live, it was exhausting, and I could tell my whole demeanor wasn't right after I finished those live streets. It wasn't good for me. Peace and love, Anthony. Peace and love. Peace and love. It was not good for me. Yeah, yeah. And I just the thing is it's like, so whatever you do to get there, you're gonna have to keep it going. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You're gonna have to keep it going. No, you won't figure it out. That's what I just said. I literally, before you got on here, was saying that I was watching Roberto Blake, and he was like, telling you about the algorithm, and it's 100% real. You're not going, it changes like the wind. It changes like the wind blowing in this direction, then it started blowing in that direction. I was talking about how I see people's content come up and because and the crazy part is they listening so hard to you. Listen to me. I want y'all to understand this. They're listening so hard to you. I even think they're in your mind. I know that that's like an overkill to some people, but it ain't to me. Okay, to me, I keep it real because I'm telling you my experience. Listen to what I'm saying. I thought in my mind the other day, Anthony, right here on this screen. I thought in my mind, I haven't seen Anthony. I hope he good. I said, I think I'm gonna shoot him a message. I'm on a live. I don't know whose live I was on, but there he was. He just appeared. Also, another time, I was like, I don't know if y'all know New Views, New Heights. It's her name, Navy. I hadn't seen nothing from that sister, and I'm trying to tell you, um, I hadn't seen nothing from the sister, but what I'm trying to tell you is that she was, when I tell you she was a regular on my feed, I just thought it. I didn't even say it out loud. I said, dang, I ain't seen nothing from her. Next thing I know, a short appeared. I was like, that's interesting. Right after the short, a live appeared. I couldn't make this up if you pay me. I got, a matter of fact, if she was right here, she'll tell you. I got on the live and was like, oh my God, I was just thinking about you and saying I hadn't seen anything from you. And I was telling her, I'm so glad you came back. She was like, I ain't never went nowhere. But I thought she had stopped posting because I interviewed her, and right after the interview, and which is crazy now, because I watched all this content, and this, so she should have been fresh in my algorithm. She should have been fresh coming through my For You I call it For You page, but that's not what it's called, whatever it's called, the suggested page, right? She should have been still coming through that suggested page over and over and over and over again, but she wasn't. She went away, and then somebody else came in there. Trish used to always be recommended to me. Coach used to always, but they're not just, they're very here and far in between. But when I tell you I watch Trish content, when I tell you I watch Coach content, I watch their content. Jay used to be Kiss from Jay. When I tell you, I couldn't even turn on my thing without that song playing, because it started playing before it started playing the video. It couldn't go. I'd be like, oh my God. And so I told you I'm big on not passing by somebody's stuff that comes up recommended to me. So I click on it. I'm constantly doing that because I just feel like, that's your click through rate. And I just want you to be able to get it. Jay stopped coming up. So then it starts looking like we're not supporters, right? That's what I'm trying to say, Supreme. Ain't nobody making this up. They can't ain't nobody making, everybody couldn't be saying the same thing. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, everybody not saying the same thing. And it's just not the case. Can't nobody be making this up. Everybody not making it up. That's what I'm trying to say. With that said, if y'all double tap screen, if you didn't double tap screen when you came in, make sure you double tap screen. Give me some hearts. I like the hearts. And I'm going to go and actually put some stuff in some pots, do some admin work. I would take y'all with me. I'm sure you did, Supreme. I know you did. But at the same time, it's not about if like I just told you. And that's in essence, I'm gonna ditto what you're saying because I'm gonna say this. If you don't know that I am a content creator, I am not a even if I wasn't and I got a life, I'm not always on YouTube. I do stuff outside of YouTube. You know that, right? Like y'all know I have a life outside of YouTube. Y'all know I do something outside of YouTube. So um I know I'm here a lot, but y'all know I got stuff going on. I'm a content creator, so that means I need to create content. I'm a content creator. That means I need to do things to promote the brand of Queen's Alchemy, right? So that means that I need to do these things. I'm not expecting anybody to do anything. I'm not expecting anyone to do or be or how or whatever. Because I really, honestly, I want those YouTube watchers that are just YouTube watchers. I don't want to disturb those that are doing content. Hey, T's Journey, I seen you, sis. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you, but I know you here. That's my sister from another mister for sure. And honey, here you go. Thank you for tapping in, tapping in. What did you say? Oh, I don't know what happened. Something happened on your live, honey. I didn't even know you was live. Ain't that some crazy shit? That's what I'm talking. I don't really like it though because even the people who I have a notification bell on for, which is actually my number one tribe. My number one tribe. Every last one of y'all got but notification bell. Honey in my number one tribe. Jay in my number one tribe. Um, who else is Kiss Jay? Um, and I'm just saying these are just ones for number one that I know that I got the bell on, right? I'm not saying I don't have it on for anyone because I know I got it on. I got it on for Coach. I got it on for Tanika's World, Crystal's World. All of them, I've been rocking with them for probably almost my whole time on my first, second month into being on YouTube. I've been with Jay probably since November. I've been rocking with her for a minute. You get what I'm saying? Like I was her number 77 subscriber. And I tell people all the time, the reason I know that is I remember when I went back in there and I was like, dang, how many subscribers she got? And I kept on thinking, oh, I love when I get to, I wasn't even, at that point, I don't even think I might have had 60 something subscribers at that point myself. I was low on the totem pole. I might have had 50. And that was in November. So, very first week in November, something like that. So, yeah, yeah, I know. Oh yeah, he just told me that. He just told me that his wife don't even get his notifications. I asked my kids do they get my notifications. My son, he live in the same house with me, and I asked him, I'll be like, "You got my live on? You watching my live?" And he be like, "Are you live?" We in the same house, so yeah, I know what you're talking about. And what I'm telling you is that when I go live, my son is automatically going to watch uh my live. He on there, right? I mean, I know this 100% because I don't tell him when I'm going live. Like right now, if I go in there, matter of fact, I'm gonna go in the house while we right here on this live, and I'm going to ask him, is he watching my live or did he know I was live? Because when I went live, I wasn't home. So I'm going to walk in this house right now, and y'all gonna be right here to witness this and watch him say something like, "You live? No, I ain't getting a notification," or something like that. Watch, watch what I tell you. That's if you up too. but I'm pretty sure he is by now. Watch this show. Hey Jay, did you get a notification I was live? Did you get a notification that I was live? Oh, he said he didn't know he was asleep. I was just trying to prove to them that you don't be getting my notifications either. He was asleep, y'all, so that don't count. But yeah, on some real stuff, man, this is just some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like it on that level because I think people that don't understand this or don't realize that this is happening because they don't have a group or a community of people that's telling them what's going on, right? They don't have anyone that's saying, oh, well, they don't have a way to tell anybody because they don't have a community. Am I making sense? So then they don't even understand it. And didn't get no trolls. Wow. Yeah, I haven't even been getting no trolls. And that's the other thing. Yesterday, when I did that restream, now I usually when I'm restreaming, I get people that I don't know typically to come in before the people that is like subscribe to me. And it be like people that's saying stuff like say my name or you know, if you say my name, I'll subscribe or you look funny or whatever the hell they say. All that dumb shit. But um I realized that yesterday I got one person. They came in speaking another language, but one of the parts that they said, I think they were speaking Arabic or Arabic or something. I don't know what they're speaking, but one of the words was shalom, and then after that they said something else. So I don't think they were saying anything, negative. But they was just speaking in another language. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. With that being said, though, y'all, I just feel bad for those that give up because they don't have a community or people that share with them their experiences and things that happen. Um, because you wouldn't even know. What you say, honey? Okay, what did you say? Hold on. I can't see what you said. First, let's read what Supreme said. Do you think the multiple restreams are playing a part? A part in the no trolls? Or a part in the fact that you're not getting notifications or people coming to your live? Today they said I have man hands, laugh out loud. Correction, it's granny hands. Oh no, our low live views. Okay, so that's crazy, honey. They find anything to say. They say anything, you know. But I don't. The part that they don't understand, I don't even care. I don't even care what they say. It don't even bother me as long as they don't cross that border. All I need to do is tag in my girl T and because I remember the guy, his name was nigger. His name was nigger on the his YouTube name was nigger, Nigger, and she kept on saying, "What's up, my nigga?" I couldn't stop laughing. She was like, everybody, welcome in, my nigga. He Anthony. He ain't say nothing else. Oh my gosh. And she was like, she was welcoming him in, and she was like, and then somebody came in and said something. She was like, hold on, y'all, hold on, y'all. I want to, hold on, hold on. Y'all, I want y'all to welcome in. I know, and she was like, mods, leave him alone. He good. He good. Welcome in, my nigga. That's my nigga. I could not stop laughing because I was like, I know that's right. She was like, yeah, she was like, oh, look who we got here with us. She was like, where is my brother Supreme when you need him? I wish my brother Supreme was here because we would double team you. But guess what, my nigga? Welcome to the live. I could not stop laughing. Oh my God. She did, but she wasn't talking to you. She wasn't talking to you, Anthony. She she was talking to them. And you got a blue jacket on her channel. So she was like, don't get rid of him. He got rid of himself. He got rid of himself. It was funny as hell. But to answer your question, Supreme, I don't know. I don't know that be the case because that's touch and go on the restreams, right? It's touch and go. So restreams for me, the views, it depends on what you got on there, right? So you know that you've gotten uh hella views on a restream before, as well as hella watch hours and hella subscribers. You've done that. But then the next time you do it, it didn't do it. So I do it. When I went to T's channel for the first time, and she was I actually first saw her stuff when I was like, oh my gosh, she is fucking hilarious. Hilarious. I be cracking up. I was like, oh yeah. I said, I need this in my life for real. I need some real authentic people in my life. I need, because she is the raw, she herself, period. She was in here, she's gone now. But she is the raw, authentic herself, you know, just like Supreme. Supreme don't hold him up. He like, fuck it, it is what it is. And I'm with that. And I feel like nobody's on here not being themselves, to be honest. And that's the truth. I think everybody on here be themselves. They show up like who they are, and they, you know, and they be who they is. And that's what I was saying in my one video the other day, that I accept people for who they are and meet them where they at. Period. Because that's what make the world go round. The variety of people. All we just need to do is walk in harmony. That's it. We walk in harmony, we be all right. But the problem is everybody want a choice and to choose to do this way, and the person choosing to do this way. And if we don't never, everybody doing it 15 different ways, we got a whole bunch of problems going on because ain't nobody ever gonna be united and come together as one, ever. You know, but if you start to accept people and then we just come together with a plan to come together, regardless of what the view is, then that's when we're gonna make a difference, and that's when it's gonna show up and look different, right? Oh yeah, 100% Supreme. Because that's how I can get along with so many people. My feel, no matter what's said to me, no matter how someone acts or does, because I know that this is who you are. But now that you can show me who you are, I know how to walk around you. I don't have to be offended by you. And I'm not speaking directly to you, Supreme. I'm speaking in general. I don't have to be offended by you. I don't have to be upset about something you say, or that we disagree on something, or we have some type of, because for me, disagreement causes solution, meaning that we can look at things a lot of different ways, and we don't have to come to this full agreement, but at least we get to allow each other to express what we have coming out of our mouths. You get what I'm saying? Like this thing here that we doing today. I don't think I have no charger down here. The thing we have going on today is that everybody wants to be right, and they are, because you're right for you, I'm right for me, and that's where we have so much division. So if we actually look at what the commonality, because more times than not, there's a common ground or a common factor in something that's being said. I use this as a perfect example. Religion or spirituality or whatever the thing for the higher power, whatever that is, it looks the same no matter who's doing it. But we don't even want to admit that. No, it ain't the same. They want to always something to pull the division, always something to separate it. But if you look at the biggest picture of it, and we all can agree that it is something higher than yourself. We all can agree that everything that we need is within us. A lot of times this is all in agreement. Everybody is agreeing. But soon as you say what you say in the way that you say it, then it's an issue. Because you didn't say it the way that they see it. And then we're using these words. These words that's coming out of our mouths that causes the confusion and the misunderstanding. You get what I'm saying? We have a confusion and a misunderstanding based on the words that's coming out of our mouths. Because your interpretation of what I'm saying right now, Supreme, Honey, Anthony, who else in here? We're gonna stick with that. Yeah, that that right there. Each one of y'all getting something different from what I'm saying right now. Y'all not even interpreting the same thing. And I'm saying this, I'm saying the words that I'm saying is the word, and you're not even understanding or getting or understanding from what I'm saying, my view on what I'm saying. Thank you, Kendi, and Kendi K too. Thank you. Exactly, Supreme. Because it all comes to seven, right? That's what I've been saying. That's what I mean. That's what I be saying. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. I don't know. I just don't know how. I don't even know if it's ever a possibility. I mean, it's sad to say, a matter of fact, I started talking about elevated because I was talking about his subject was about optimism. That's where I started with this. And he was like, people are optimistic about this and they're optimistic about that. And matter of fact, I meant to put this, but I didn't put it because I got rudely disrupted in the middle of his live. I mean, in the middle of his thing. But I finished watching it, but I didn't put it in there because at the end he says, "Do you have something that you're optimistic about that you're no longer optimistic about?" Well, I'm optimistic that we will come together in harmony and that we will actually be able to get something done. Because we're never going to get anything done in this world if we don't unite as one. Choice is actually a negative thing. We think it's a positive thing because we get to be able to do whatever it is we want to do. I choose to do it like this. But what has choice done for you in your lifetime? You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, she talk about my hair. Yeah, she talk about my hair, Anthony. You so slow. I love you. I love you, Anthony. I do. Um, so we be able to, I mean, with choice, if you think about why I'm saying it's a negative connotation. Matter of fact, y'all see this in my throwback from come next Thursday. Y'all see what I'm talking about. I didn't, y'all, a note that I didn't see it that way in that video, but y'all gonna see that I have come to an understanding that choice is negative because it has caused us to be held back as a picture, right? As a bigger picture of, especially of people, as a collective of people, we have been set back because we have made choices, because we choose to be a certain way, because we have a choice. When they put choice out there, that became a negative connotation. I know you're probably thinking, well, why would you want to do something that you didn't want to do? Because actually, if we was functioning with nature, then it wouldn't even matter because no one has to tell the ants to build an ant hill, to do what they need to do. And they don't tell them when to do it. They don't tell them how to do it. It's just done. But let that one or two or three ants decide to have a choice, and then shit don't get done. And then it has a bigger impact on the whole bigger picture, because that few ants had a choice, which in turn was negative uh, to the situation. And y'all following me? So, same thing with the bees, right? So, if you got the bees showing up, and the queen bees say, go over here to this particular space and get this, go out there, get this nectar and bring it back. And then all of a sudden, you got Bill, Tom, John, and Sarah that say, you know what, we're going to go over here to this one and get this one. But when they go over there to get it, it's something wrong with it. It's tainted. And then now Bill, Sarah, Billy, and Sarah, all of them, they messed up, they sick. Now they didn't put a wrench in the program because they're not even able to function and do what they need to do. So now the whole program has been messed up because they had a choice. They chose to do something outside of what needed to be done. And so the whole project is jacked. That's why we can't move forward. We can't move forward because of that. You get what I'm saying? That's because all of us are so headstrong on what it is that we think that we are supposed to be doing. But if we follow nature, that's all you have to do, because it's set up for you. It's set up for you. It's right there. It's a plain picture. But even our interpretation of what nature is and how nature works, then you got that division. Oh, that ain't what the bee do. Oh, that ain't what the ants do. That ain't what the birds do. They do this. They do that. Now you got those people who want to have a choice in the thought process on how that goes. How about we get together and we come together on one accord by figuring out what that one thing is that we know that it is all the same. And that's what I'm trying to tell you is nature. Nature is consistent. It's never changing. It's gonna be summer when it's summer, it's fall when it's fall, and it's winter when it's winter, and it's spring when it's spring. The birds gonna chirp when they chirp, and they not gonna chirp when they don't chirp. They're gonna go south for the winter, they're gonna come back for the summer. They're gonna jump, they're gonna start. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna do what they're gonna do, and they're gonna do it all the time. But we want a choice because we don't want to do that because somebody told us about a word called bored. Oh, I'm too bored. I'm bored. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. We teach the kids from the time they come out the womb. Oh, that we want to entertain them. We're entertaining them. From the time they come out the womb. My little baby. Now they entertain, now they're expecting it because that's what you've been teaching them. You're expecting that. But if you taught your child, think about this, from the time they come out the womb, if you actually show them the ropes of how to be the most successful, whatever it is, based on some structure that was put in place, that child would never falter from that. Why? Because that's what they've been taught. But as soon as you start giving them all these choices, now do you want to get put in timeout? Or do you want to go over here? And from the time they're born, we're saying, do you want this or do you want that? Choices. There's no choices, because do you want to hurt yourself or do you want to get over here and sit down? That doesn't even make sense. Get your ass over here and sit down, because you want them to hurt themselves and they don't want to hurt themselves. But what are you trying to do? Teach them a lesson by giving them a choice? No, quit giving them damn choices and tell them what the hell to do. Like we need to be following nature and doing what the hell nature tell us to do. You follow what I'm saying? Y'all done got me on a tangent. Let me get my glasses off. Okay, so can I say this? Is elevated in here right now? Okay, so I want to show y'all something. Was I not just five when I was in that car? Was I not just talking about, I was thinking about somebody, I said something about them, and then they show up? Did I not just say that? Can anybody in here just tell me, did I not just say that? Oh no, how do I unhide her? How do I unhide her? How do I unhide her? Kendi, type something. I made a mistake. Oh my God. Can you say something, Kendi K? Oh no. No, I was just trying to scroll up. Okay, let me get you back blue. Okay, you back blue. I don't never want that to happen. Oh my God. Okay, good. Okay. That's crazy. All right. So anyway, I just said elevated. I was just talking about you, and I was just talking about your thing, talking about optimism and about being optimistic. And I was saying that I did not mention at the end of the live, I mean end of your I'm sorry, your content that you did, I did not mention when you said talk what is it something that you're optimistic about that you probably no longer optimistic about or something like that. But I just answered it right here because I'm like, I don't know that we'll ever come together as one because my optimism was when I first got to this state of mind that I'm in right now is that, oh, I know the answer to why we are so the way we are, right? I know the answer to this, right? Um, I got it. Thank you, honey. Whew, made me feel like, woo. But I was like, I felt like I had the answer to it. So I was thinking, because I'm telling you, when I tell you nature shows up as for me as the guide, because we all be like, oh, there's no God to being a parent. There's no God to being, but if you watch how the birds nurture their young or the animals nurture their young, there is a guide to it. Peace and love, Tampa. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining in. Peace and love. Peace and love. Um, yeah, I know I was tapping too fast, Anthony. You welcome, Kendi. Everyone, welcome. Congratulate Kendi K all day. Kendi K all day on her 500 subscribers, y'all. She 500 plus now. Congratulations. But what I was saying was, if we always say, "Oh, there's no guide to how to do this." Well, there's no guide to do how to do it in this world we live in because everything is made up and constructed to do that way, right? It's always it's constructed to not have a way to do it. It's confusion. It's uh you know distraction and confusion and the things that's why we can't get to being great because we're so busy we're so distracted with things that don't even really matter. That's why. Things that we do every day, a lot of it don't even really matter, y'all. And I'm sorry if I have like dry eyes, but my allergies are off the hook. Off the hook. Um, I gotta get me some nettle tea. I'm gonna see if that works, y'all, cause whoo, baby. That is just it's just been a bad thing, a bad thing. Um, I was about to sit outside, but my cushion's wet. And I got to flip them. I'm going to plant my watermelon today, y'all. I know I'm all over the place. But yeah, I'm going to be planting my watermelon. See, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. So what is important? Let's talk about what is important. What is important is being able to care for yourself so that you can care for others. When you strip everything from this earth, I mean, if you strip everything from this earth, you strip everything except for, I mean, from you. I'm sorry, not from the earth, from you, from your everyday life. If you took everything away, if you took away your job, you took away. I'm talking about the superficial things, the things that was made up. You took away your job, you took away money, you took away clothes, You took away pretty much anything that's superficially that's superficially unnecessary, and unnecessary meaning that it wasn't always. Maybe clothing was a consistent to some type of covering, or garb was something was there at some point. Maybe I'm not even 100% sure on that, because I mean we came into the world butt ass naked. Didn't know I had no clothes on. So is it not natural to walk around butt ass naked? The bees don't wear clothes. The damn dogs and cats wear clothes because we put them on them. Because somebody thought that was a good idea. They already got all that damn fur. Now you want to put extra shit on to make them hot. But that's a whole nother conversation. Because you think it's cute. But that ain't even your nature. But that's a whole nother conversation, y'all. Anyway, the you strip all those things from yourself. What do you have left? You, me, your family. And so if you don't, if all you need to function in life is just to do the things that are natural, it's natural to eat from the earth. It's natural to have food. Always, food is plentiful. No one should be starving. Not one person. I saw a meme or a video where they was like, if they had apple trees on every that lined the streets instead of just regular trees, apple trees, orange trees, um, grapevines, things like that, that just as decoration for the, you know how they decorate the streets and make them look really nice with the tree lined trees and things like that. If they had that, no one would be no one would be hungry. So what I'm trying to say is we don't think about people when we create, things are created or things are put together. We think of our own individual personal, what do we call it? We think about our own individual personal needs. We never consider the person outside of us needs. So when we create something, so we're like, oh, I got a good idea. I'm a landscaper, right? I got a good idea. We're going to put these rose bushes out here. We're going to put, why not put an elderberry tree or an elderberry bush instead of a rose bush? You can put the rose bush too, but why not put an elderberry bush? Now we got something that could be a healing bush. So now you got the homeless out there, and they can go ahead and they know that this is that, and they can say, "Hey, look at this." Um, ah, peace and love, Anthony. Have a beautiful day. Um, they could say, that they can heal themselves because they know. I mean, they would know because it would be something that you know. You would know this because it would. Nothing else is consuming you. There's no television. There's no internet. There's no distraction. If we can go back to those times, but even let's implement the new times. Let's take the TV off the spectrum, because that's distraction. That's true distraction. TV is distraction, y'all. It's real distraction. You can even say YouTube is a distraction to a degree. You get what I'm saying? So how many of us stop what we're doing right now to be talking with Queen's Alchemy on this live, this rising, and now it's noon and you got something to do, but you always, people be like, oh, I'm supporting, I'm listening to you in the background. Okay, but that's because you got something to do, right? Like I got something to do, because I do. I gotta actually, while I'm talking to y'all, I should be doing it right now because I do need to go ahead and plant my stuff, but I also need to be washing these dishes in this here kitchen. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you definitely uh, choose to do the things that you want to do. Choice causes confusion, that causes distraction, that causes nothing getting done. And that's pretty much where I was going with this. I know I'll be all over the place because my thoughts come to me like this. And when y'all get to really, really know that when I'm going off the cuff without an outline, without something right there in front of me that keeps me on a stature, keeps me going in that one direction in order, then you'll see. Because that's how I get downloads. And now downloads are very plentiful in the summertime because, or when the warm weather hits, because I'm in the sun so much, and you get downloads from the sun. I don't know if anyone's aware of that, but if you ever be just, sit out there in that sun, you're going to get those downloads. And so this stuff happens to me, and these thoughts come to me, and but they come and they be scrambled. Some people call that a type of attention deficit disorder. But because they give names to everything. But what it's called is that we have so much going on in this world. Again, if we strip things that we were not utilizing or need to do, then we would be okay. But we can't do that because we live in this world, and so we have to operate of this world. But we're not designed to do this, if that makes sense. Okay, y'all. So I just gotta. I'm sorry, I paused like that because that made me. Okay, so this notification just popped up from Facebook that says that a friend of my late husband, which is really weird, is live. Join in with him and others to watch this live. How can my late husband be watching a live? He's not alive. You see what I'm saying, y'all? This is it's a bit overwhelming. This stuff here is a little bit too far gone, and it's been happening a whole lot, y'all. And when I say a whole lot, it's been happening a whole lot within the past 24 hours that these things have been happening to me. And we were talking about it earlier in the live, and I don't know if everybody that was on the live earlier when Britt and Rising Phoenix was in the live, that it was something happened that I explained something had happened, but Rising Phoenix said something happened, and I was like, I can't remember what she said, but it just triggered the whole thing that happened with me. And then now I told you I would get to speaking about people and who showed up. Elevated. As soon as I spoke Elevated's name, Elevated popped up. Then I I'm sitting here and I'm having this conversation with y'all, and I'm telling you that all this stuff is. I feel like it's. See what I'm talking about? Distraction. I was on the message. I was giving some information. I was saying something, and then I got distracted. I got distracted by that thing popping up. We get distracted by just a little bit, the little smallest things, right? So, like you said, Kenny K, you there? You cleaning up, right? Um, yes, you cleaning up, but I'm also supposed to be washing these dishes here, right? Um, and I ran my water before I went to go get my kids because it be piping hot water, like it be piping hot. And I always put my dishes into the sink. And when I come, of course, I have baby cups and all kinds of stuff when the kids come here because I have a clean, that whole thing. Right? But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. So yeah, we do. We're supposed to mind the things that matter, but we really don't. We really give more power and more attention to the things that really don't matter. You know, because we're kind of forced to, because we're put into this loop of a standard of living and what a standard of living looks like. A particular standard of living looks like you need to go to work in order to survive, to make money, to live, in order to eat, in order to And I just gave a whole breakdown of we really don't need money to eat, to live, to do these things. Because we're also taught that in order to have these things that because they have messed up the land and the soil. So yeah, maybe we do need to be buying soil and things like that. Um, and you know, buying soils and doing things like that in order for our stuff to grow. But in essence, do we really know? Do we really need that? Or can we put it in the ground or replant the seeds every time we eat? Because that's what happened. That's how food kept going. That's how food continued to grow. Understand what I'm saying? If you ate some watermelon and you threw the seeds, after you ate the watermelon, you threw the seeds back into the ground, onto the ground, what happened to the seeds? The seeds reproduce what? Watermelon. If you eat anything with seeds and you drop that back into the earth, it's going to reproduce itself. It's going to reproduce itself. My niece created some compost. She started composting because she's trying to grow her own. She's growing her own garden as well, and she's composting. Well, she had some onions and some other stuff, but you take your scraps and you put them into the compost, and you use these compost to, uh, to the compost to put into the soil to do whatever. So in the process of her using this compost, she go out there's onions and green peppers growing out of her compost. Why is that? Because she took and put green pepper scraps and onion scraps in there and it grew that. Just what I'm saying. We don't need anything to continue to live. We just make it harder because we think that we need to eat all these things that's not necessary for us to have in order to survive. Think about that. Think about what I'm saying. Y'all, make sure y'all also, this originally was like what's next. I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping all over the place again, but this is about what's next. Make sure y'all tapping into this afternoon, this evening at 6:22 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be doing a collective build with 6 content creators. We're going to be focusing on health and wellness on this channel. It's going to be on my channel here on YouTube, and I'm going to sorry, just need to get my charger. It's going to be here on YouTube, and I'm going to there we go. Now we're cooking with fish grease. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I thought I had my stand. I don't know what I did with my stand, y'all. Let me go out to my car and get my stand. I think I left it in the car. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing that today at 6:22. Make sure y'all tap in. Go to my, if you would go to my community post and share the post, that would be great. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the support. This is really something that's been on my heart and on my mind. Spirit fed and spirit led. I love it. I Cherish Church came in with that earlier, and I'm rocking with it. Spirit led and spirit fed, and I'm literally. This is something that's been on my heart. Just like I talk about this stuff all the time, and all y'all ever hear me say is probably sound like a little robot, because I can't believe that we're in a situation in our lives that I feel like we're stuck, and I feel like if I can have this conversation, someone will have something, that they can build on with me that allow us to move forward. Again, those choices that we have, we're using them to usually to be so that it's benefiting you. But what's the benefit of this choice for others? Does your choice benefit anyone else besides yourself? Or maybe a small group of people? You want to be able to impact the masses with your decisions. So that's how you make a decision. You make a decision based on how is it going to impact you as an individual. Not you, as a whole, as a collective. And that's why I named this a collective build, because I want to be able to, here we go, y'all. I think I'm good. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. All right. I see what you're writing here, Kendi K. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Yep. Absolutely. The renewing of your mind. That's my story, y'all. That is my story. When I tell you that is my story. I'm trying to get it to turn a little bit so y'all can see. There we go. Yeah, that's my story there. I have been renewed by the transforming of my mind. And because of that, it won't allow me to sleep, like it won't allow me to sleep on this. No matter how much I try to, put it to the back burner, don't address it, don't do things like that. Peace and love, precious, full of life. Welcome to the live. Thank you for coming in. If you double tap the live, I appreciate it. And stick around for a while. I hope you enjoy it. And so I just think us having choices are kind of detrimental. Again, if we use the thought process of our choices instead of using choice as a factor of something that's beneficial for you, because usually when you're making a choice for you, that what benefits you. But are you ever thinking about, does making this choice impact others? And that's kind of why we're in the situations that we're in, because a lot of things that have been made, choices that have been made on our behalf, or decisions that's been made on our behalf, is because of, I'm sorry, something splashed up on my backsplash. I don't have a real backsplash, but it's the wall. It's driving me crazy. But so I'm gonna reach. But the choices that we made has caused us to get into the situations we're in. The reason that we have all this debts, the reason we have all this confusion, the reason we have all these things that we have to worry about and be concerned about, the reason that these things happen. That's why we are currently um, in these situations. Choices have been made and then implemented on our behalf. Do you get what I mean? Anybody follow me? I mean, if y'all follow me, give me something. Give me some purple hearts in the chat if y'all follow me. If y'all rocking with me. Because this is real talk. When I'm telling you this stuff, this is some major information that you might have to really think about. And I'm telling you, when I talk about these things, this is because I want some feedback. I want people to interact with this. I mean, I don't know if I'm rocking with the right people. I mean, am I rocking with the right people? Is these the people that really care about what's really going to happen with the future? I mean, if you got grandkids, if you got kids that's not even a mature age, even if you do have children of mature age, I mean, what's going to be their future? You're not going to always be here. You're not going to be here. I'm just letting you know that. One thing's for sure and for certain: we live and we die. But it's about what you did while you were here, and how did you show up, and and how did you walk this earth, and did you follow, or did you go, or were you abomination to nature? Were you abomination to this world, or did you provide and leave something for this world? And I just want to be a light. Like I told you, I found out my name is Light, baby. But I just want to be a light that typically would show up for others. You know what I'm saying? To show up for others. When I do things, I'm not even say typically. When I do things, I show up for others. I show up. I try to figure out what's going to be something that's beneficial for others. We have to be in this doggy world where we realize that we try to do everything and make it seem like it's for somebody else. That's what we do. We try to do things and then make it seem like it's for somebody else when it's really for you. You know, when it comes down to business, how many of y'all run a business, or like a real business? Like one that you have to do checks and balances, or you provide products. Are those products really beneficial to anyone? or are they beneficial to your bottom line? You know, what is that thing going to do for the next person? You know, when you're creating something, are you doing that to make something easier for someone else's life? Or are you doing that because it'll be better for your bottom line? And see, if we didn't have money to think about, we wouldn't have a bottom line. So therefore, we would create things that are more thoughtful and more beneficial to people, because there would be no other incentive in order other just to do that, because you wouldn't have to worry about making the money. That's what I mean about, instead of, are we living or are we just existing on this place? You know, like, are we just existing? Are we just doing whatever we got to do? Are we in a doggy world where we just do things to just exist? Um, I don't know. I feel like I'm running on a tangent right here, but I'm just telling y'all, when this stuff come to me and I start thinking about it, the more I think about it, the more it just becomes clear. It becomes clear to say, you know, this is why we need to show up for each other and lead them choices that we make that are not beneficial to anyone but yourself. Um, you know, leave those on the back burner. Think about, you know, the collective. So again, the collective build was created and thought about because I want to get a collective on how things look with everyone, to show that you may have options, but everything leads to the same results. And because of that, you know, why is it so hard for us to come together? That's what I'm saying. So, but y'all know, today is Saturday, April 26th, and today at 6:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be live on the Collective Build a Healthy Mindset with 6 content creators. And again, before I get off here, I'm going to go ahead and say their names one more time. I will be on the platform this evening with Creative Living with Amisha. I'm going to have Coach Norene. I'm also going to have Rooted in Essential Oils, Lala, the High Vibration Coach, the High Vibe Coach. I got Sherry, Coach Sherry. And I have Mind Journey. I'm saying Mindset Journey. I have Mind Journey. So definitely, if you would go to my community post, please share it. If you would, please share it on your channel. Let's go ahead and build this up, because to me, this is where we can get. This is going to be a start. I mean, I know I'm not a huge, you know, creator. I'm not. And the funny thing is, it says I have 3 people in here, but the amazing part about that is I know that a lot of the people that's here, they're here because they're supporting me, and I appreciate that. I do. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it, but if I was over there talking about nothing, and I had some gossip going on, or if I wasn't, if I was just trying to keep up some confusion or whatever, this live would be popping and rolling. If I was benching and moaning about something that people thought was uh, something, if I was talking about some celebrity or talking about something that don't even freaking matter, this thing would be popping. Okay. And so I'm not upset about it, because at the end of the day, whoever's going to hear this is going to hear it, and whoever needs to hear it is going to hear it. Uh, but it's disparaging to know that we strive off of bullshit, right? This is the same thing I'm talking about right now. That's that choice. You know, you can have a person, it could be somebody else that's live right now that ain't really talking about nothing. But they probably might be all over in that live. You get what I'm saying? But don't nobody really want to hear when you got something to say that is of an importance. And for me, maybe is it just that it's important to me? And then here we go with the choice aspect again, right? We're going with the choice aspect again. Okay, so it's important to me, but you ever thought that, hey, maybe Queen got a word? Maybe Queen has been given some information. Maybe, just maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe that happened. Typically, when you say something, it is for the collective. Because I have gotten downloads before where it had turned into someone saying, I was just about to say that. Or I thought about that. Okay, there we go. Or I thought about you the other day, or whatever the situation might be, right? We we come up with this thing of shoot, and those things don't happen by chance, y'all. That's because we're connected, and we're also programmed. So you got to remember that too. We're functioning in a program. We're programmed to have. I apologize. Hold on. I gotta get this stinkiness out of my space. Ooh, this stinks bad. I was trying to root some sweet potatoes, but they didn't root, which means to tell me that they weren't real sweet potatoes. Because how their sweet potatoes didn't root. That's why you have to be careful about your food. You know what I'm saying? They're just giving you food that's not alive. Because if it's not alive, then you're not alive. And then you can't have thoughts and things like that. You cannot function like that. You cannot. If you're eating dead food, whether it be vegetables that don't have seeds, which are dead, or you're eating animals that are dead, then you are dead. You're dead on your insides. You are not being able to create and be who you need to be from the inside out. You can't expect to live when you're eating dead. And so, guess what? That's why they mess with the fruits and vegetables. That's the only way that they could get us. Because if we all decided to eat fruits and vegetables and not mess around with the meat, because they can contaminate the meat, they can do whatever they want to the meat, because most people got to get their meat from somewhere else. But most people don't have their own animals. You get what I'm trying to say? So they don't know that the animal, clean animal, bad animal, whatever the animal is, right? We don't know because we don't know what they're doing to it. But then they started controlling the produce. They started controlling the foods. And so because they're controlling these foods, and they're called the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. I don't know why the drugs with the food, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But you have that Food and Drug Administration that dictates that it's okay to grow food without seeds. Who the hell think that's a great idea? Then that food cannot possibly be, those fruits and vegetables cannot possibly be alive. They just look like it. They just look like an apple, right? So you got an apple. If that apple does not have seeds in it, then what? You get what I'm saying? I'm juicing today, y'all. But those apples do not have seeds in them, then what? I, it's just that. But at the same time, y'all, I've been on here long enough. I got a lot to do today. I got to get these dishes done. I got the the collective builds later on this evening. I need to do some preparation for that. I also need to do some administration. Kendi K, if you're still on here, I'm going to be sending you another email today. I'm going to need a response back from that. Also, I'm going to be creating some content today. So I got quite a bit of stuff to do. Plus, in conjunction, I need to plant my watermelons today. So, I need to transplant them into my larger pots. So, I got a lot to do today. I hope that everybody else has a wonderful day and that, we can drop choices and become collective in one and I appreciate each and every one of you who rock with me this whole time. I thank you for that. I appreciate you. Make sure you share the live. I'm gonna try to put a thumbnail on it or something like that. But just share the live. But please, if you don't share the live, make sure you share that collective build announcement that I'm going to be live this evening. Make sure you share that. Go to my community post and share it. I would appreciate it for each and every one of you that do so. And thank you for the support. All of y'all have a beautiful rest of your Saturday. I'll catch y'all at 6:22 this evening at Eastern Standard Time. Peace and love.